All right, today what we are going to be doing is yes. I didn't give y'all any? Oh. What we're going to be doing today is we are going to be defining the area of odd shapes. We call these odd shapes composite figures. All right? It's just shapes together. So how would I find the area of this odd shape? Split them into the shapes that you do know, and then what are you going to do at the end? Add them all together. All right? I do want to let you know the way that I do, especially like number 1, you might do it a different way. It does not matter. As long as we get the same answer, there are many different ways you can cut up these shapes. Okay? All right, so number 1, I am going to take this as my first rectangle. I'm going to label it rectangle 1. How do I find the area of rectangle 1? Base times height. Remember, we always write the formula. Did you write the formula on your quiz? Oh, let's start doing that, okay? Base times height. What's my base here? 6. What's my height? And what is 6 times 3? 18 meters squared. Are we good with that? Everybody's writing this down with me? Your computer should still be in Desmos test mode so that you are not distracted. Now, I'm going to do my next rectangle like this. You could do your next rectangle different, but this is just how I'm going to do it. So how do I find, and I'm going to call this rectangle 2, how do I find the area of rectangle 2? Base times height again. What is the base of this rectangle? Be careful. 3. Why 3? Okay, so it's not always going to be cut in half. In this instance, you're right. In this instance, it is. But this is 6. That's 3. So how much is left? 3. What's my height of this rectangle? And 3 times 6 is. That make sense?
Wait, how'd you get 3?
Do you see how this whole thing is 6? Do you agree? Because this is 3 up top, this is going to be 3 on the bottom? Yeah. Okay. And then my last shape is what? A square. How do we know it's a square? Because they're all the same. How do I find the area of a square? You can do base times height, or you can do side squared. What are my sides? 3 squared is... And how do I find the area of this composite figure? Add them all together. So the area total is going to be, what's 18 plus 18 plus 9? 45 meters squared. That is as basic as composite figures get. Write it down. Do I have any questions about it? We're okay? All right. For my next one, what shape do I have here? It looks like a snow cone, right? I mean, obviously it's not, but it does look like one. So how would I find the area of this composite figure? So it doesn't matter which one you do first. Just because you said the area of the triangle, I'm going to do that first. And I'm going to do the whole triangle. You could split it into 2 if you wanted to, but I don't see any reason to. How do I find the area of a triangle? Do I know what the base is? 8. Oh, let me do 1/2. Ew, that's ugly. Do I know what the height is? Okay, what do you mean by that?
So 14 minus 4. So
why 4? Where are you getting 4 from?
4 is like the radius, and you go straight down.
How do you know this radius is 4? If the diameter is 8, what is each side going to be here? 4 and 4. So do you agree this is also a radius of 4? So then from here, Jason, you were right. I was just making you explain yourself. So from here to here is also going to be 4 because that's the length of the radius. Do you all agree with that? And so because that is going to be 4, what is the rest of this triangle height going to be? 10. So the height of my triangle is 10. It's really bothering me how ugly that 8 is. So what is half of 8 times 10? 40, thank you, yards squared. And then what else do I need to find? It's a semicircle. Well, what do I know about a semicircle? It is half of the area of a regular circle. Do you agree? So what's the area of a regular circle? Pi r squared. And we already said the area was what? I'm sorry, the radius was what? 4. So what is half of 4 squared? Y'all agree 4 squared is 16? Half of 16 is 8. Okay, here's where people always mess up. How do I find the area of the total composite figure? Add them up. And when I add them up, what am I going to get?
40 plus 8.
I cannot add them together. Why?
Because they're different units.
Because one of them has a pi, one of them does not. You cannot make this 48 pi. You could switch these around. You could write 8 pi plus 40. That's also correct. And don't forget your units of yards squared. Do y'all think y'all can do this last one on your own? Try it. All right. Do y'all see a rectangle in there? Yep. Did y'all get 84 centimeters squared for the rectangle? What other shape do we see? So I see 2 semicircles, but what do 2 semicircles make? So you could do the formula for a semicircle and then multiply it by 2, or you could just find the area of one circle, which is pi r squared. What is my radius here? 3. Remember, 6 is the diameter. 6 is the whole thing. And what is 3 squared? Again, how do I find the area of the total? Add them together. You can do 84 plus 9 pi or 9 pi plus 84. It does not matter which way you write it. I just wrote it the other way just to show you it could be written the other way as well. Okay? What can we not do? We cannot add them together. Why? They're different. One has a pi, one does not. Is everybody in here comfortable with composite figures, finding them individually, adding them together? Super basic, right? Okay. Yep, I'll wait. And turn your paper over when you are done for me. Aren't these just the prettiest notes? Yeah, it will. And and so if this one had asked for rounded, you just put all of this in the calculator and give me the rounded answer. Yep. All right. Can I change it? Okay. All right, on the back. What's different about the back? How do you know it's subtracting? It's asking for the shaded region on all of these. Do y'all see how all of these say shaded region? Shaded region. What did the front all ask for? Composite figure. So if it asks for the composite figure, you are going to add. If it asks for the shaded region, what are you going to do? So I want you to write this at the top of your page. The area of the shaded region is going to be what? The area of the whole or area of the total minus, well, it's not always going to be triangles, but what is it going to be? The area of the unshaded, or I'm going to say white, but you could put unshaded. Does that make sense? Find the area of the total and then subtract it from the area of the white. So, what is the whole picture here? A rectangle. Do y'all agree? Okay, the whole picture is a rectangle. And if you read this, it actually gives me some more information in the problem. What does it tell me?
It tells you that one part, like the base is 1.
The base is, nope, keep reading. What is the base? 10 centimeters. The base of the parallelogram is 1, but it says the base of the rectangle is 10, and what else does it tell us? The height is 4 centimeters. So the area of this whole rectangle is going to be base times height, which is 10 times 4, which is 40. What do I now need to find? The what? The unshaded, the white part. What shape is the white part? How many triangles do y'all see? So I'm going to have to find the area of 5 triangles. So 5 times 1/2 BH. Or 5 times 1/2. What is the base here? I'm just going to look at one triangle. I'm going to look at this one in the middle. You're good, you're good. What is, how did you get 2, Megan? Yeah, do you agree if that's one right there, then this is going to be one right here?
Yeah.
And so is this one, and this one, and this one.
Wait, Miss Ella, would it work if you just do 10 divided by 5 because there's 5 triangles?
You can't assume that because how many bases are here?
So 3.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. Like, I get what you're saying. Say that again?
Isn't there 2 more on top?
There are 2 more on top, correct. But the 10 is just the bottom down here. But I mean, I get what you're saying, and it ends up working out, but it won't always work out like that because of how many of these there are. So how many is that? So we have 10, and how many little shaded areas do we have here? 4. Y'all see? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which leaves me what? We have 6 centimeters left. Why are we dividing by 3? There are 3 bases at the bottom. which leaves us with 2 centimeters down here. And we know the height is 4 because it's the same as the rectangle. So what is half of 2 times 4? And what is 5 times 4? And I am. It's area of the shaded minus the whole. I'm sorry, area of the whole minus the white. So to find the area of the shaded, subtract them, and what do you get? 20 centimeters squared. Does that make sense? No. Only put it, the squared only goes with the units. Questions? All right, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Find the area of the whole shape here. Yep, the big shape. Sorry, not the shaded region, just the whole shape real quick. All right, your 30 seconds is up. Did you all get 72? Okay, do you agree the whole thing is a rectangle? All right, now how do I find the area of the white part? What is the white shape? A 30, 60, 90 triangle. Do you all agree with that? Well, what do I know about this 30, 60, 90 triangle? Do y'all agree, since this is the same as the height right there, that they're both 6? Yep. And that is my what? How do you know that's the short leg? It's across from the 30. What do I not care about here? I don't care what the hypotenuse is, because to find the area of a triangle, it's 1/2 BH. I need to find that base. What is that base going to be? The long leg. What's my long leg going to be? 6 root 3. And what's my height of the triangle? 6. When you type this in the calculator, do not put the square root, because it didn't ask for us to round. So what's half of 6 times 6? So this is 18 root 3 yards squared. Do I have any questions how I got any part of that? How do I find the area of the shaded? And when I subtract the whole minus the white, I cannot do anything else. Why? They both don't have the square root, so they're not like terms. You just leave it like that. Write that down, Xavier. You got it already? Okay. You want to do the last one on your own? Go. What is 14 times 8?
112.
Thank you. Did everybody get 112 for the area of the whole thing? Alright. What about, what's the radius here? How do you get 4? Yes. Okay. Did you get 112 though? Are we okay with that? Okay. Yeah, so we don't know what it is this way. We don't know. We cannot assume that it's half of 14. But we do know that the circle goes from here to here. So the diameter is the same as the height. So what would the radius be? 4. And what is 4 squared? What am I going to do with these two numbers? Does it matter which one goes first? Yes. Yes. So over here it does not matter because we're just adding. But right here, what has to go first? The whole thing. So just be careful because I know y'all got used to it on the last one switching them. But however, hold on, this is wrong. It tells you to round. Put that whole thing in the calculator and you should get what?
93.
Not 93.
61.735.
Wait, I got the same thing.
What did you put in the calculator?
I don't know.
Make sure you put 112 and not 122. Alright, your homework is in Schoology. You need to show work. I think it's 12 problems. Hold on real quick. I want to show you one in Schoology real quick. There is the homework question like this in Schoology. I'm trying to help you out here. Look up. Number 10. Everybody look up to help you with your homework tonight. By the way, this is due Thursday. I'm not going to see my freshmen tomorrow. This picture right here confuses people. Why? What shape is it? It's not a kite. It's not even a triangle in here.
The rhombus?
Nope.
Trapezoid?
Nope.
Some kind of shape.
This is what confuses y'all. Y'all.
It's a parallel.
It's a parallelogram. It's a sideways parallelogram. And it's two of them. Does that make way more sense? I think y'all would see it except for that line that's an 8 right there. I think it confuses you. So number 10 is 2 parallelograms sideways. Does that make more sense? All right. That is all I have for today. I will publish it right now. Homework is due Thursday when I see you again.